Good morning all BCA second year students. Welcome to our class of Oracle. You have already learned about DBMS and Oracle is the topic that contains the advanced features of DBMS. And we will learn here regarding the features of database DBMS and the features of Oracle, that is an example of your RDBMS systems. The advanced feature of DBMS you will get in the RDBMS, and in Oracle you will learn about RDBMS because Oracle is one of the RDBMS packages. Got it? So before coming to the Oracle and the features of Oracle and the benefits available in Oracle, we have to know about what is database. You have already learned about database. We will only have a review about the topic. Database. What is database? It is a collection of related information so that it can be available to many users for different purposes. Database is almost all used everywhere nowadays. You can get the uses of database in different organizations. You can get it in your bank organizations. You can get it in factories. You can get it in your reservation systems. You can get wherever there is large amount of data to be stored in those areas. Got it? So as the uses of database are a lot nowadays, the implementation of database management systems are also helpful. In order to create a database, in order to perform different actions on the database, like your creating database, adding data into the database, manipulating the data exist in the database, update the database whenever new information comes, you can deal with a system that is your database management system. The database management system also helps to put control over the data. When there is a large amount of data arises, there may be misutilization of data, misorganization of data, inconsistency of data. So in order to restrict your data to face all such problems, you can deal with a system that is database management system. How to manage the database very well. When we are dealing with the management of the database, we can view on the system that we can create the database, we can delete the data from the database, we can change the existing database, that is called as your modification. You can deal with access of the database, what type of data and when the data is required, that type of data at that right time it can be available. That is access of data. So performing all these actions, we can deal with a database management system. The retrieval of data is also required at a specific time period. Whenever the type of data is required to be retrieved, then only it will be available. Otherwise, it will not be available. And when your data is stored in the database, it also deals with storing right amount of data and proper data that is exactly required. Unnecessary data, useless informations are not allowed to be stored in the database. Got it? So that is called as your controlling of the data. And when your data is being operated also, certain other drawbacks also supposed to get, and those problems can be rectified with the database management systems. Got it? Your database management system is beneficial than your file-based systems of data processing. Your file-based systems you can get where your data is stored in a large amount. You can perform different actions on that. For example, your C++ programs, you can create files and store the data inside it, and you can also access the data whenever required. You can also update the data inside it. You can also modify the data inside it. But the actions allowed in the file systems are very limited. And also those actions are limited to up to a specific amount of data. When there is large amount of data to be stored and operated is required, then the file-based systems are going to provide you many drawbacks. And to remove such drawbacks, you can take help of the database management systems. Got it? In database management systems, what benefits we are getting, so that we are feeling benefited to use it. We should know about that. The advantages of DBMS you can think about, like your restricting data redundancy and inconsistency. When your file management system is in case, then it is storing large amount of data all at once, and also allows to store data whenever the user wants to store. So in that regard, there is the possibility of getting redundant data. Redundancy means what? Multiple copies of the same file available at different places. Similar copies of the files are available means whenever you are retrieving the data, it may lead to your inconsistency situations. Redundancies may be arrived, so that your information will be incorrect. Your information will be unavailable whenever required, and to when you are retrieving the data, the exact information may not be retrieved. Some other information may be retrieved. So to restrict all those problems, we can go with this feature, that is controlling data redundancy. And when your data redundancy and inconsistency arise, when there is large amount of data to be stored and large amount of data to be managed. When there are large amount of data to be managed, the files created, the users available in the database systems are using the system locations anytime they require. And whenever the large amount of data stored in the system, there may be repetition of some data. So in those cases, your data redundancy arises. So when the data redundancy arises, then the availability of similar data may create inconsistency situations. And to restrict the inconsistency situation to arise, you can deal with handling the data redundancy. And the data redundancy present here allows the input data changes to be reflected immediately, so that whichever data are occurred again, that will be immediately notified and the repetition will be restricted, so that the inconsistency will be also handled. When there is similar copies of number of files, then the inconsistency arises. If a particular copy is being removed or overlapped by a similar name or similar type of data, also the inconsistency arises. So the inconsistency problem is also restricted here. Got it? So this is one of the major benefits of your database system. And it also allows concurrent access. When there are large number of data stored inside the system, there may be the data retrieval required in a concurrent basis. So when concurrently number of files you are retrieving, there are also the possibility of getting inconsistency situation or wrong information retrieved. So this problem is also rectified by proper concurrent access features. And your DBMS provides concurrent access benefits so that your number of data files retrievable at a right moment can be available. Got it? And handling large amount of data. It is also a benefit because the concept of using database system arised due to the large amount of data to be stored, and how those large amount of data stored can be managed very well, updated very well, and this feature can be provided with your database management systems. When there is a possibility of storing large amount of data and in which locations that those will be stored and in which name of the database the data will be stored, and when some other type of data comes, then create another database file and store. All this type of management will be supported with the database management system, so that when there is a case of storing large amount of data in a proper manner and handling them in a proper manner, the DBMS is helpful. Got it? And it facilitates data integrity. What is data integrity? It refers to the accurate and consistent data in the database. When your data is stored in the database, it must be correct, accurate, and it must be consistent so that when the data retrieval actions are carried out, it will not create any other problem. So in order to make it accurate and consistent in nature, the data integrity rules, data integrity constraints are specified. Got it? These data integrity rules are the um, uh, benefits in order to handle large amount of data also to be managed very well. When there is large amount of data to be stored and managed also, you can get integrity problems. So when there is specific integrity rules, the data can be managed very well because it will only allowed according to the integrity constraints specified the data to be stored inside it. There are multiple databases and multiple users in the database systems. So when there are multiple users are there are also certain possibilities of getting problems. And when there are large amount of data is to be stored also, it requires to be managed very well. And when there is the requirement of such type of management, the data integrity is highly beneficial. Because of this, the data integrity feature, the data can be consistent, the data can be allowed for concurrent access. It is also restricted to occur redundant data. In this way, the data will be also correct and handle inconsistency situations. So when there are integrity rules available, then you can better use the benefits of database management systems to store large amount of data and allow different manipulations in a proper manner. What are the data integrity rules or protocols we'll discuss in the subsequent topics. Data integrity is a very important feature. You have to learn it very carefully, what is integrity and how to provide integrity rules. Got it? Next, the next point, that is allowing data isolation. When we are going to restrict inconsistency to occur inside the system, the data must be isolated in nature so that it can be stored in a proper locations as per their requirement, and it can be only retrieved when there is their need. It will not be uselessly retrieved and disturb other information to be occurred. So that is isolation. The data isolation is the feature that provides the database system a great benefit that the exact requirement of the database management system can be fulfilled. It permits data sharing. Data sharing is also one of the benefits of database management system, where large number of people are sharing the database files among themselves. As there are multiple users are there and large amount of data are also stored, there may be a requirement of sharing large amount of data by more number of people at the same moment. So in that regard, you can get different problems of data sharing. At the time of sharing, there may be many problems arised, and those problems can be restricted and data sharing can be perfectly operated. And when there are large amount and different types of data to be stored in the databases, the requirement of authenticity and security problems are also there. And data sharing also allows the securities to be managed very well, so that sharing of information in a secure manner also can be performed. And when the data is shared among number of people also, the proper utilization of authentication, authorization protocols can be helpful for sharing of information in a proper manner. But the data sharing provides a similar type of data to be used by multiple users at different times. Without creating the similar files, they can share and make help of those already created information. But one another benefit is providing backup and recovery facility. When your data is stored in a database and being operated by a number of users, there may be the possibility of having a system crash. There may be a possibility of data failure. There may be a possibility of data loss. There may be a possibility of retrieving the lost data. So to solve all these situations, the DBMS supports the backup and recovery facilities present in the computer systems. The system allows to backup and recover the information automatically at the background. So whenever the information is created by the user, the data is automatically backed up, and whenever any failure occurs or crash occurs or any file became missed due to some technical issues, then the backup information can be recovered at the next moment. Okay, and the DBMS is requiring this feature in a very hard manner, because the DBMS deals with large amount of data, and storing of large amount of data, updation of large amount of data at different moments are occurred by number of users. So the backup facility makes all possible ways to handle all these actions very frequently, so that the backup will be properly done. If in case any failure occurs, it can helpful for recovering the information. Got it? Next, another concept is your protection and security measures. When your data is being stored in the databases and it also stores large amount of data, it requires security measures to be available. Providing backup and recovery facility is also a type of your security measures, in which you can have your data secured. If in case any problem arises, you can come out from the problem and be secure. And in order to also provide protection and security measures, BBMS allows different privacy measures to be followed, privacy systems to be allowed, some authentication features to be available, so that unauthorized access by unauthorized people will be restricted, and your database can protect itself from misoccurring of the information. So whenever you have different crucial information or secret informations to be processed, you have a very large database to handle, then at those cases, you must require a protection system so that the protection measures or security measures or authentication protocols will help you to manage your information and help you to restrict your information to be lost. Got it? You have multiple users to be using your database systems. So one of its other benefits is providing multiple user interfaces. Number of users are there. Either a single user is also requiring number of actions to be carried out all at once. For that purpose, multiple user interfaces are also supported, so that at the same moment you can use a graphical user interface, also you can use a command user interface to do your actions. So when multiple user interfaces are there, your database can be helpful for performing different type of actions at the same moment. The feature of multitasking can also be available here. You can have security from unauthorized users. If unauthorized users are there to create problems for the users while they are going to store large amount of data, when they are going to manage large amount of data, then you can have the protection and security measures. Using those, you can restrict the unauthorized users to make changes on your database and cause problems for you. Got it? So unauthorized users can be put into a situation to handle the authentication protocols. If they are failing the authentication protocols to follow, then they cannot make any change on the database. There is a database administrator to manage the actions of the database systems that can make benefited for unauthorized users to be identified and restricted to change the data present in the database. And your database also supposed to face many of the conflicts or problems while handling the data. The user is creating a database, the user is storing the data into the database, the user want to update the changes whenever he requires. Sometimes the user wants to delete some of the information he don't require. Sometimes the database want to put control over the database system, that there is specific type of people who have to only use the system. Some of the people are not allowed to use the system. So in those cases, there may be certain conflicts arised. In those regards, some of the unauthorized users may come to use your system. Some information that is required may be deleted unknowingly by the user. There are some information that may be updated, but exactly that is not required by the user. So in those cases, your conflicts are arised. So this conflict resolution measures are also present in the database systems, so that it will be beneficial for the user to handle its actions. And As you know that the databases are being used at number of places, are supposed to use all these features for their convenience. Where you use your database systems already we have discussed. You use your databases when you have a bank and you are dealing with a large number of customers, and large number of customers having their own customer names. They have their own banking requirements, like they want to deposit money in the bank. They want to deduct the money whenever they require it to use. They want sometimes to send some checks or drafts for their purpose. They want to do some fixed deposits or saving fixed deposits or recurring deposits of their requirement. So in those cases, a same account may require number of actions to be carried out. Same account is created for a specific purpose, is solving many of the needs of the user. If at the same time there are more number of users also, at the same moment they require many actions to be carried out. You can go with here one of the relationship concepts, that the bank provides many customers to handle and many functions to be executed. There is a many to many relationship here. The bank is providing many functionalities all at once and solves many users' needs to be satisfied. So in that regard, the role of database management system becomes more harder to handle the actions. So in order to make the database system able to do these actions, this type of benefits are highly required. And the DBMS also possesses these benefits. Besides these benefits, there are also certain drawbacks. You can say that all the products or all the concepts developed in the earth having no drawbacks, it is wrong. Every system has some benefits and some disadvantages, some drawbacks of its own. There are also certain drawbacks. It is not able to deal with very large amount of data and to provide very strong authentication facilities while being used at the cerebral environments. And these problems are removed in your relational databases. So whichever problems are you found in the database systems can be solved in the relational database systems. In relational database systems, whatever benefits you have, you can get in your next subsequent topic. And when you are dealing with a customer in the bank also, the implementation of database management system is not highly benefited there, that make use of the relational database systems in order to do their actions in a convenient manner. Because in relational databases, more features you will get by creating a relationship between different database tables. In relational databases, database tables are created, and the relationship between the database tables can be also more beneficial to provide more feature of the database management systems. But databases are nowadays very important by the users to use. Whoever are using the computer systems with their own, they are using the databases to be created and operate the data inside the databases. So in order to do their actions very well, nowadays, moreover, we use the relational database management systems. And what are the benefits and what are the uses and how your relational databases are being benefited, we'll discuss in the next class. Got it? So what are the advantages and what may be the examples of each and every advantages, you write in a paper and submit me. Got it? You have already discussed about the database systems, and in each and every advantage of the database systems, what benefit you are getting. Write with example. and submit me. Got it? Thank you, and wait for the next class in which we'll discuss about the benefits of relational database systems.